And she told me that there was 4 3-bedroom homes, 25 foot deep, each costing $1 million apiece. That's a YouTube video you'll find on my YouTube channel. I secretly recorded her telling me that. Okay, so let's say one of them's here. That means there's 3 more out there somewhere. Okay, and so it's possible, you know, one of these neighbors has one of them underground homes, bunkers, basements, whatever homes near their home, and actually real possible. And so all that fits in with all the other people that said there's an underground facility and tunnels here. Previous owner of this house said he used to live here, and him and his brother used to go in the tunnels under this house. Another woman wrote me on Facebook, said that, yeah, they said the underground facility is a half block away. You know? And so that, you know, that there it is. I mean, as to my knowledge, none of the other homeowners have been murdered in their home, but they didn't try to blatantly kill me. They tried to cover it up and make it look like an accident. You know, I mean, you know, these are scary killers, is what they are. You know, and they're breaking into homes and they're murdering people.
Have you ever attempted to look for the entrance of this tunnel?
Well, I don't go after armed and dangerous criminals. What I have done is collected medical records, police reports, made videos, screenshots. I've got so much evidence. I've collected more evidence than any crippled crime victim on the planet. Okay, and so expecting me to go out there and apprehend armed and dangerous criminals, I ain't going to do that. That's where law enforcement has to come in. That's their job, to go confront these people that have guns. They shot me when I wasn't looking, cut my phone lines and shot me. More than that, they shot me with a special bullet so they could make my murder look like an accident. And that was going to add another $500,000 to the life insurance policy. Yeah. Plus, then that way they don't get the death penalty. And so.
I'm serious, but what kind of special bullet is that? Is that in your YouTube?
Yeah, it is. It actually, they were saying I shot myself with a shotgun. Okay. They shot me with what's called a Glazer safety slug. It's a plastic tip pellet filled bullet. And to make it look like I shot with a shotgun when I hadn't. You'll find all that evidence. I got a woman documented saying I shot with a .45 handgun. The size of pellets they removed from my foot match the size of pellets that are in the Glazer safety slug, but they don't match what was in my 12-gauge shotgun. The surgeon stated he removed a large amount of plastic from the wound. That's a plastic tip bullet. I reported as soon as I crawled out and survived, made it to the emergency room. I was shot with burglar alarms going off in my house. My first call for a burglary was 14 months earlier. I've recorded over 100 burglar alarms going off this house since. I was shot during a home invasion. You know, they literally shot me with this special bullet to make it look like an accident. And these are killers. These are cold-blooded killers. The last homeowner, when I moved here, I was told he died by accident. I didn't think anything about it. I mean, I was coming in from out of town. And after they shot me, the neighbor across the street told me twice he died in my house. Okay, his name was Mike Lawn. And then I looked it up online, Googled it. The Odessa American posted a death notice saying he died in Fort Worth. 4 days later, they posted a second death notice, changed the location of death to say he died at his residence. And I believe they did that because he did die here at this house, and there was witnesses, such as the neighbor. And of course, once again, then you have a half dozen people documented saying underground facility, tunnels here, etc., all the crimes, the suspected human trafficking, sex trafficking, all that. Obviously, they killed him and took him to Fort Worth and sold the home to me. And then 2 years later, I figured out somebody's breaking into my home, and I make the mistake of calling law enforcement and reporting crime. You know, and nobody would ever think that law enforcement was that corrupt. Nobody would ever think that. You know, I mean, I'm a lifetime supporter of law enforcement. You know, but we got some dirty cops here, and they got caught on camera. You know, it took 6 years to get the police identified that were seen on the cameras at my house. 6 years. Because I got back out of the hospital and I find pictures on my security camera and ordered the police report, and I wasn't given a police report showing anybody at my house. So I had pictures of police here and no report. I had to pay a private investigator $2,000 to figure out who they were. And like I said, it was 6 years later. First one that showed up was a Martin County sheriff. Wasn't even from Midland. That was minutes after I crawled out and survived a premeditated capital attempted murder. followed by the late sheriff deputy Mike Naylor, the sheriff that died in the line of duty, 2014. Another one on the inside of my home was Chad Simpson. He's the cop that murdered his wife and killed himself in 2014. Now you got 2 law enforcement officers and a policeman's wife dead, connected to the murder attempt of my life and connected to the murder of the last homeowner and that little girl at the oil show party in 2010. So anyways, that was one reason when I get these odd calls on people wanting me to sell my home, then I wanted to, see if there was a hidden motive behind that, because I've suspected that there's people out there that want to buy my home because they're involved in rigging homes to steal from and kill homeowners, and they know they're fixing to go down, and so that's why they want to buy this home. But they got to have money, you know what I mean? You got $1 billion, you can buy it.
Of course.
Right, and see what that does. At that point, it shows that it's no longer it's for sale. Not only do they want to terrorize you from your home, they want to set the price too. Okay, that's called a violation of the Hobbs Act. Carries a 20-year prison sentence. Because just think about this: say you went to grade school with some dirty cops or whatever, and there's some oil wells that you want. So you and your buddies, you get together and you go, "Hey, let's break in this guy's house and let's terrorize him, let's threaten him, let's send him death threats, and call him on the phone and have people go, hey, you want to sell them oil wells for $1? Right? I'd sell them oil wells for $1." You see, and so they're trying to terrorize him to sell his oil wells, his property, at the price that they set, because of police corruption, which is it's really a racketeering is what it is, because it's people working together to obtain property, entice people to obtain property under the threat of violence or death, and that's what's going on here. That's why every single person that mentions for me to move my home, and they're not suggesting to arrest the criminals, I document it. Because later, if we find out they knew about the underground facility, they could be looking at 20 years in the pen. You can't work with others to terrorize a homeowner into selling their property. I mean, that's all there is to it. And if anybody knows anything about this underground facility, man, I'd be reporting it, because there's major crimes with severe penalties here. And it's going to go down, because I ain't giving up. I believe, sincerely believe with all my heart, they're going to go down whether they get caught or not, or whether they kill me or not. Even if they kill me, I believe that their days of breaking into private homes and murdering people and cutting them up in pieces and murdering little girls, that they're going to end. This is all going to be revealed. And their days of terrorizing people and gaining property by terrorism, it's going to end. That's done. They're racketeering and all that. They're going to end. Anyway, that's it. Yeah, I just wanted to clear that up with you. So, yeah, you can check them videos out. You'll find them real interesting.
All right, I'm actually already checking it out.
Okay, that's
Buddy, I really appreciate your time, and like I said, I hope you take care. All right.
All right. Thank you. Bye bye.